Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start the lesson measurement and effects of heat. Now, in the previous lessons, in the previous classes, you might have studied about heat. What is heat? Isn't it? So, heat is a form of energy. When you touch something, when you feel hot, that degree of hotness, how much hot it is, and that is known as heat. Now, today we are going to start this lesson and heat and effects of the heat. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about the sources of heat and how heat is transferred and what are the effects of heat. So now you all know that when you uh, in summer season you feel lot of heat. The temperature goes very up. So what is the temperature here? Temperature is the degree of hotness, or it tells us how hot is the object or how hot is the atmosphere. Now that is known as temperature, and that heat is also a different term from temperature. So temperature tells us that what is the degree of hotness or coldness. Suppose the temperature of a cup of tea, when you touch a cup of tea, it is very hot. And when you eat ice cream, it is very cold. So there is difference between the temperature of both the things. So that is the measurement of the temperature. Now the temperature of cold object is always lower than the temperature of the hot object. We never say that the temperature is very low during summer season. If I say like that, the sentence is totally wrong. So the temperature is very high during the summer season and it is low in the cold season. Now, what happens when we give heat, supply energy to any object? What happens? It becomes very hot. The object becomes very hot and it expands or contracts. There are some substances which expand also, and there are some substances which, there are some exceptions to the that some substances contract also on heating, and that you will study when you go to higher classes. So in this class we are going to study only about the effect of heat, that is only expansion. Understood? Expansion means to increase in size, that is known as expansion. Now we know that what is the unit of heat. Now some object becomes hot because of what? Heat energy, because of heat energy. So that energy, that unit of heat is known as SI unit, is known as Joule. SI unit means standard, international standard of unit is Joule. Understood? That international standard means it is applied all same for all over the world, and that is Joule. And in CGS unit, this you might have studied in previous classes. So CGS unit is calorie. You might have heard in your fathers and mother saying that your food will give you calories. So that is amount of energy or amount of heat. Or this food is having too much of calorie, don't eat this. So this is a unit. Now SI unit means which is internationally used, and CGS unit is also internationally used, but it is calorie. And the relationship, what is the relationship between the joule and calorie? So 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. Understood? So 1 calorie is always equal to 4.18 joule. So this is the relationship between joule and calorie. Now we are going to learn about the sources of heat. Now what are the sources of heat? You might be knowing one main source, which is sun. Sun is the major source of heat, or the biggest, you can say that the biggest source of heat all over the, or you can say in our universe where we live. So it is the biggest source of heat on the earth, which we receive. Earth receives energy from sun, or heat and light from sun. So large amount of heat and light is generated due to nuclear fusion taking place in its center. What is nuclear fusion? सन में हमको हीट कैसे मिलती है? न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन. फ्यूज होना मतलब फ्यूज मिलना, जुड़ना. सो यहाँ पर क्या होता है, सन में जो हाइड्रोजन, सन में हाइड्रोजन गैस पाई जाती है. सो इस हाइड्रोजन गैस दैट टर्न्स इनटू हीलियम न्यूक्लियर. हाइड्रोजन टर्न्स इनटू हीलियम न्यूक्लियर. जब फ्यूजन होता है 4 हाइड्रोजन एटम्स का, तो वो बन जाता है हीलियम, और उसमें बहुत सारी एनर्जी रिलीज होती है, और वही एनर्जी सन हमको देता है. सो सम ऑफ दिस एनर्जी रीचेस अर्थ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ light and heat. So we understood this sun is the one of the biggest source of energy, and it gives us light and energy. हमको किस रूप में मिलती है? लाइट और हीट के रूप में. अंडरस्टूड? और क्यों मिलती है? क्योंकि सन इज मेड अप ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एंड एटम एंड न्यूक्लियर फ्यूजन. इसके जो न्यूक्लियस है हाइड्रोजन के, वो मिलकर हीलियम बनाते हैं, और उसमें हमको बहुत, ये तुमको डिटेल में पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, यू विल लर्न इन द हायर क्लासेस. सो यू शुड नो ओनली दिस मच. सो सन इज द biggest source of energy or heat and light. Now another source is earth. Earth also is one of the source. How can you say that earth is one of the source of heat? Because inside the earth, as you go deep inside the earth is round like this. But as you go deep in the center, the temperature of the earth is very, very high. Inside, the temperature of earth is high, and outside it is cool. Cool means we can stay over the earth. We stay here. So we don't feel that much heat, but inside the earth is very, very hot. For example, you might have seen the volcanoes, the eruption of volcanoes. Eruption of volcanoes, when you see that the volcanoes flow out, the magma comes out hot. It is extremely hot, and it is very red. You might have seen in television and all. So it is the heat which comes out of the earth. So this heat is known as geothermal heat. Geothermal form of the heat. Geo means earth and thermal means heat. Now you know that the sources of heat are sun and earth, and another is now chemical energy. Another source is chemical energy. Now, what do you mean by chemical energy? When you burn something like wood and another thing like coal, or you burn petrol in your vehicles, so all these things also give you heat. Now, like all these burn and give you energy. Why? Because there are chemical reactions taking place. Wood, coal, petrol. Wood, coal, petrol, they give heat on burning. So this is the earth is also the source of heat. Sorry, earth, not earth, and we are talking about chemical energy. So chemical energy in the form of heat, like from burning wood, coal, and petrol. All this also give you heat. Now, another form is electrical energy. In day-to-day life, you know that There are several equipments at your home which give you heat energy. Those are known as electrical appliances and they give you heat, electrical energy. Now bulb also gives you heat and light. Why? Because of the electrical energy. So electrical energy also gives you heat. So these are the four major sources of heat which I explained you. Now fifth one is atomic energy. Atomic energy. Now what is atomic energy? Here the atoms of many elements like uranium, thorium, or many other elements, they due to fission of the nuclei, they give out the enormous amount of heat. Now they undergo fission. Now just now we studied about fusion in sun. Fusion means it is the joining or fusion of atoms. Now here what takes place in an atomic energy? There is breakdown of the atoms, and due to this breakdown there is a lot of energy dissipated. Lot of energy is given out. So this energy is also comes out in the form of heat. So this is used in many projects in the atomic energy plants, and you might be knowing about it. What are they used for? Now sixth is air. Another one is air. Air around us also has heat, isn't it? Air also has heat. How come? Because it absorbs the heat from sun. So this is also a source of heat. Now all these six sources you have learned till now. So what is this? Sources of heat are sun, then earth, then chemical energy, electrical energy, atomic energy, and air. So these six are the sources of heat on the earth, and the effects of heat we are going to learn further in this lesson. And unit of heat is, as a standard unit is joule, and in CGS system the unit is calorie. And what is the relationship? 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. Now you might be clear with the topic till now. Now we are going to solve one problem related to this. So there are numericals also. There are numericals you should know how to solve related to this. Now suppose I am giving you one problem. Just go through it. How much heat will be? How much heat will be needed to raise the temperature of 1.5 kg of water from 15 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. Give the answer in calorie as well as joule. Now this is the problem. We have to calculate the amount of heat which is needed to change the temperature of 1.5 kg of water from 15 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. So 15 degrees Celsius is the initial temperature of the water, and we have to change it to 45 degree. And how much heat is required to change the temperature, that we have to calculate, and that in calorie and as well as in joule. So how, what all things we are being given here in the numerical? Mass of the water is given to you. Mass of water, what is the mass of water here? Mass of water is 1.5 kg. And what is the change in temperature? And if we convert it into grams, what will be the answer here? If we convert it into grams, that will be equal to 1500 grams. Now, what is the change in temperature? Change in temperature is the initial temperature is, first the temperature was 18, now it is 45. So what is the temperature change? 45 minus 15, है ना? हायर जो टेम्परेचर है उससे ही हम लो टेम्परेचर को माइनस करेंगे. तो ये कैसे होगा? 45 minus 15. So what is the difference here? 30. Understood? Now what is the formula you have here? Now heat required. What is the? We have to find the heat required here. Now find out the heat required. Heat required means you have to find the heat required to change the temperature of water from 15 to 45 degree Celsius. So heat required is equal to this. We have to find out this value. We have to find out. Now what is the formula for it? Mass into change in temperature. Change in temperature. This is the formula for it. Mass into change in temperature. Mass we are given here. What is the mass? 1.5 kg or 1500 grams. So mass is given to us and change in temperature is 30. So what will be the answer here? 45,000 calories. Now we got this answer in calories because we are working in CGS system, centimeter, gram, and this system. So we got the answer as 45,000 calories. Now we have to calculate it to how many joules. How will we calculate? How many joules? We have the formula here. What is the formula? One calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. We have this formula here where the values are given. So how many calories? We have 45,000 calories. Answer. So into 4.1 you will get the answer here. Understood? So answer will be 188100 joules. So this problem we have solved, and now the answer is how much heat is required? This much calorie, 45,000 calorie, or 188100 joules. This much energy is required to raise the temperature of 1.5 kg of water from 15 degrees Celsius to 45 degree Celsius. So this is the problem. Such type of problems you can get, you have to solve to get the practice done for this chapter. So this you have to practice at home again and again. You solve it, understand and solve, and you also have to learn the formulas like relationship between Joule and calorie. And today in this lesson we have learned what is energy, what is heat. Now sources of heat we have learned, and how do we get the energy. So tomorrow again we will start with the transfer of energy or transfer of heat. So this was the lesson today. Thank you.